If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
Hey there. Okay, sorry it's been a few days, but I spent all weekend busy and working, and I spent Friday binging the entire season of Rings of Power. I'm going to take a couple of days to edit that, and it was drunk, it was painful, but I got it done with, and hope it makes you guys laugh. But anyway, let's start this off with some milk, and I still like this a little bit more of my Kraken. It's a black roast coffee rum, so let's get the morning started while we're on break with some coffee rum. And, unlike the people of G4 TV, I was busy working all weekend. Let's get into this. I want to pop up. I'm going to be using this quote constantly during this video for comedy purposes, plus the irony of this, asshole. But our good old buddy Frost,
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
There's different factors on why G4 failed in terms of like Adam Sessler losing his fucking mind, attacking people. But of course, this precious gem right here of Frost.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
Now, G4, the whole controversy was happening before I had a channel going. I would just watch other YouTube videos. And in case a lot of people don't remember, G4 was pretty big back in 2002, so 20 years ago when I was a young lad and naive, but I'd watch Adam Sessler and Morgan Webb, and they would do video game reviews, different comedy aspects, and just they went away for whatever reason, times are changing or something, and they announced they're coming back. And of course, we had this great, wonderful person at the forefront of the launch of G4.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
Now, some people would say, well, play stupid games, win stupid fucking prizes. From a marketing standpoint, we're seeing this happening more and more, whether it's Disney or that's Star Trek or it could be anything. I recently was talking about the movie Rose and Charlie's Angels, and we can go on and on and on. But when something happens, the worst thing you should do, and you could do, is attack your fucking fans and start calling them
racist.
All the usual, words, the phobes and ists and misogynists and you're the problem. And I seen the one interview with this lovely woman, Frost.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
Was saying things like, yeah, things are different now because we need more like inclusivity and diversity. And yeah, I know I'm not as good looking as Morgan Webb and you can't jerk off to me and nobody is, trust me.
You're ugly.
And just everything about her was just arrogant and tweets and stuff and just, yeah. So eventually, as a shock to nobody, G4, it failed. And yeah, so I guess, gotcha.
Gotcha!
Let's start this off and enjoy the intro as we talk about, well, G4 is done. Fuck you, Frost.
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
Yeah, guess what? Well, well, well.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Enjoy the intro. Okay, so right here, Comcast pulls plug on G4 TV, ending comeback try for Gamer Focus Network, which sucks because back in the day, I did like G4 and I did like X-Play, and yeah. So right here, Comcast Spectator Division is pulling the plug on video game-centric network G4 TV, whose early incarnation in the 2000s remains a cultural touchstone for many millennials, just a year after its relaunch. Yeah, I mean, it's just G4. Me and all my friends did like it. We loved Sessler. We liked X-Play. We liked just the 4 out of 5 or 2 out of 5. And it felt like an unbiased breakdown with also some comedy. And times are changing. YouTube is bigger. We have TikTok now. We have, unfortunately, because I hate it, Twitch gaming. But things are changing. And back then, you just watch stuff. Much like television and sitcoms, you just watch things. You got an unbiased opinion. You felt like you were, if like a reviewer would give a game 1 out of 5 or something, you felt like it was 1 out of 5. At 1 out of 5. And they would show you gameplay footage, show you why they felt it was 1 out of 5. If a game had a 5 out of 5, they would show you why, even if you didn't agree with it, you would at least respect it. And this is how the times are changing with YouTube because, as I've said for me, if I give a movie review or a game review or a TV show review, I want to add some comedy, but I'll try to explain to you why I like or dislike something. My personal politics are staying the fuck out of this because I don't care. I don't want you guys to care. Whether I get 10 more subscribers or 10,000 more subscribers, I just want to sit back, have a good time, give people my honest opinion. If I buy a new game, should you buy it? Should you not buy it? And this is why. It doesn't help the fact that our main host, Frost,
if you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace!
Is saying stupid shit like that. So, but right here in sucks, in a memo sent out to all employees, Spectator CEO Dave Scott explained that the company's investment and efforts to revive the network just didn't gain traction. Well, yeah, when you have assholes like this,
If you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
saying shit like that, you're not going to gain a lot of traction and a lot of goodwill with new customers and new people watching your product. So, a few dozen employees and contract workers are affected by the shutdown. Comcast said it will assist them with outplacement and consider some for internal opportunities. Okay, but the departure over summer of Russell Aarons, an experienced digital media exec who had come across G4s in 2021, I'm kind of skimming through. I'm not going to read it verbatim, but the current iteration of G4 is smaller and less focused. It says the announced programming slate included a revived version of Attack of the Show, X-Play, plus Comedy Boosted. And truth be told, also Ninja Warrior. I remember even too, they brought fucking Asmore Ass there. I can't stand her, I don't give a fuck. But this idiot on friggin' Twitch with pretty decent sized chest, and now she's crying on friggin' Twitter that she's in a bad relationship, and I don't care about that. But things were doing fucking bad for these guys. So who do? We bring in a friggin' Twitch streamer that just has big jugs and stuff. And even though they talked about, well, we have someone like Frost.
There will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Not Olivia Munn. We don't have hot chicks anymore. We don't focus on hot chicks. And then you bring in like one of the #1 Twitch streamers that just, sits around getting money for being in a fucking hot tub all damn day. But yeah. So, of course, they had esports competitions. Don't care. But along with putting content on YouTube and social media, G4 has a multi-year agreement with Twitch and pay TV distribution deals with Verizon, Fios, Cox, Xfinity, TV, and Philo. So, several media and tech ventures centered on the gamer community have hit turbulence recently, with Facebook shutting down its gaming app and Google winding down gaming service Stadia. Yeah, I remember hearing about that and just, But, yep. So G4's initial run was back in 2002 under co-owners NBC Universal and Dish Network, and then the network's created by former Disney TV exec Charles Hirschhorn. And, let's say, after it went dark in 2014, G4's place on the dial was taken over by the Esquire network, which would prove to be a short-lived branding exercise. So basically, since 2002, they've tried bringing this shit back over and over and over again, and it just wasn't panning out. So, and see, there was some enthusiasm on social media. New owner Comcast Spectator revealed plans at Comic-Con's virtual 2020 edition for the network's return. And some people, like me, I was curious, not looking forward in a sense, but curious, what they could bring to the table, what could be brought back. Could be like the old days of X-Play, and it wasn't. But, says, the results of G4 were never particularly material to Spectator, but the division has avidly pursued esports, making the G4 revival a logical thing to attempt. Yeah, because as much as I can't stand esports, from a company and marketing standpoint, I get it. Some people are fucking dumb enough to spend their Friday night watching teenagers play video games, and I'd just rather be at home drinking and playing video games with my friends and maybe going to see Black Adam this weekend. But yeah, here's the memo from Scott. He just says that team, as you know, G4 was reintroduced and to tap into the popularity of gaming. And you could have did well, but you have someone like this.
That you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment. It's not a compliment.
It's weird.
We invested to create the new G4 as an online and TV destination for fans. Yeah, and to be entertained, inspired, and connect with gaming content. Over the past several months, though, we worked hard to generate that interest in G4, but viewership is low and the network has not achieved sustainable financial results. When you have a host like this,
Discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does.
it's hard to gain a lot of viewership. So I want to thank everyone G4. We worked hard, and thank everybody, and stuff. So in the comments are just here and shit. And yeah, I think it's great. Ed Bergen, games are destroying our youth, live in another world, and you can go through the comment section. But to say the least, I'm not even going to go over this shit, but apparently Frost is already on Twitter, and just as she's going to be doing, playing the blame game and stuff, and I don't care. She seems like a narcissistic asshole who just came off the fucking gate, just yelling at people, calling them the usual kind of insults and whatever. It's my thing is, you're an insufferable, not good looking, and you're a fucking bitch and really entitled. But guess what? I'm not good looking. I can be a bitch as well. But the thing is, anybody dumb enough or nice enough to watch my stuff and hit the subscribe button or like button or just enjoy the stuff I got to say, I'm not going to keep insulting you and saying oh, this channel is different than other channels, and let me just constantly attack my fucking fan base. And not a great way to gain new people to your product when you're constantly shitting on them, especially your target audience.
Not a great plan.
Tend to forget, sweetheart, your target audience was a lot of guys that were, okay, say you were even 15 when X-Play went away. Now you're probably 35, could be pushing 40, and guys back then, they watched Morgan Webb, they watched Adam Sessler, they expected a certain fucking brand. Just bring the brand back,
It's not that complicated.
Like a wise man once said, maybe people could use a little bit old-fashioned.
People might just need a little old-fashioned.
And we'll just keep showing this over and over again. This whole current bullshit, and it shows not even just in like comic books or video games, in Hollywood and TV. Now we see it with fucking G4, It's this whole modernizing and stuff. Like, we're seeing how badly Rings of Power are failing and shit, and versus the Peter Jackson trilogy. Stop with this whole, like, we have to make G4 and X-Play modernized. No, we just seen Top Gun Maverick, yet again, the #1 fucking movie of the past couple of years. Old school, felt like an 80s movie with just better special effects and, more updated, freaking plane stunts and stuff. Top Gun Maverick was not a complex film. It didn't have to be. It was a very simple story. It was political free. It was just a good goddamn movie. It didn't feel like a modern film. There wasn't constant messaging and shit, which is why some people could say it was successful and other films are not successful. Because, just like the movie Bros, and I'm going to make a response to somebody who commented, Bros fucking failed because just stop pushing your political message in. Make a good goddamn movie and people will come out to see it. So with G4 and Frost,
if you don't like it, don't watch it. Peace.
When you act like an asshole, well, expect to get treated like an asshole in return. And, maybe thank your fan base, maybe talk to people, maybe appeal to your fans and stop shitting on them, insulting them. And, next time you'll do better. So, yeah, at the end of the day, Frost, screw you. And
Tell you what you call the police. Get what you fucking deserve.
sometimes you get what you fucking deserve.
And it's gone.
I feel no sympathy. And
Go fuck yourself.
checking my time, gonna finish this, pull out Bender. You know how the spiel is. And,
This calls for a drink.
that is delicious. So, unlike Frost,
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
I'm going back to work.